Welcome to Headphone News, Greater Vancouver edition for Saturday, November 30th, 2024.
British Columbia wins legal battle against opioid providers. The Supreme Court of Canada has ruled that British Columbia can move forward with a class action lawsuit against pharmaceutical companies, distributors, and retailers for healthcare costs linked to the opioid crisis. This decision enables the province to take legal action on behalf of other provinces and the federal government. The lawsuit targets companies such as Shoppers Drug Mart for their involvement in the opioid epidemic. The court upheld a section of the Provincial Opioid Damages and Healthcare Costs Recovery Act. This ruling may lead to similar lawsuits in other provinces, increasing accountability for companies involved in the opioid crisis and enhancing funding for addiction treatment.
Kneecap wins legal battle for arts grant. The Irish-language rap group Kneecap from Belfast, Northern Ireland, won a significant legal battle against the UK government on November 29, 2024. The High Court awarded the group £14,250, approximately $18,074, after the government had previously denied them an arts grant. This denial came from former Business Minister Kemi Badenoch in 2023. Who claimed that taxpayer money should not support artists opposing British rule. Kneecap plans to donate the awarded funds to two youth charities in Belfast. This ruling highlights ongoing tensions surrounding cultural expression and identity in Northern Ireland, a region with a complex political history. The decision may influence future arts funding policies, promoting a more inclusive approach to supporting diverse voices in the arts. Kneecap's debut album, Fine Art, reached number 2 on the Irish music charts, and the group gained further recognition with a film that won the Audience Award at the Sundance Film Festival. This ruling not only emphasizes the importance of artistic expression but also reflects broader societal issues related to community and representation in Northern Ireland.
Oregon man pleads guilty in human smuggling case. An Oregon man, Jesus Ortiz Plata, has pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges linked to a human smuggling operation. This operation involved illegally transporting undocumented migrants from British Columbia, Canada, into the United States. Ortiz Plata admitted to helping at least 25 individuals cross the border, with smuggling fees ranging from $5,000 to $10,000. Investigations began in September 2022 when his phone number appeared in several smuggling cases. Two major incidents occurred in August and November 2023, involving dozens of migrants. Law enforcement monitored Ortiz Plata's activities and arrested him in May 2024. During a traffic stop, authorities seized over $13,400 in cash from his vehicle. Ortiz Plata could face up to 18 months in jail, with sentencing set for February 2024. This case highlights ongoing challenges with border security and the rising number of individuals attempting to cross from Canada into the United States.
Traffic delays in Port Coquitlam. On November 29, 2024, major traffic delays were reported in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, following a multi-vehicle collision on the Mary Hill bypass. A truck and a car were involved in the incident, which blocked the right lane near the Pleads River Bridge. Traffic congestion stretched back to Broadway Street, causing significant frustration for commuters. Additionally, another crash occurred near Harris Road, blocking the left lane on Lougheed Highway and worsening the situation. Delays extended all the way to Golden Ears Way, affecting drivers during peak travel times. These accidents underscore the need for safe driving and awareness of road conditions.
Winter storm hits British Columbia. A winter storm is currently affecting British Columbia, Canada. Environment Canada has issued a winter storm watch for the North Coast, expecting heavy snow and freezing rain. Stewart, a town in the North Coast region, has already received between 40 and 55 centimeters of snow this week, with another 40 centimeters expected by Monday. The Central Coast is under a rainfall warning, with forecasts predicting over 150 millimeters of rain, raising concerns about potential flooding. Snowfall warnings remain in effect for much of the interior, with up to 25 centimeters of snow expected on Saturday. Climate specialist Darius Madavi from CBC News noted that a low-pressure system is drawing moisture from a previous bomb cyclone that impacted the region earlier this month. Residents should prepare for hazardous travel conditions and possible power outages as the storm continues.
Study finds fishing practices harm salmon survival. A recent study from the University of British Columbia shows that certain fishing practices can seriously impact salmon survival rates. Researchers found that injuries from catch and release fishing can result in mortality rates as high as 40% for Chinook salmon. The study tracked over 1,500 salmon off the east coast of Vancouver Island and revealed that coho salmon have a short-term mortality rate of 17% when released. Injuries to the eyes and fins significantly lower survival rates. The researchers suggest that anglers adopt better practices, such as using smaller hooks and avoiding landing nets, to enhance salmon survival. The study also points out the effects of climate change, as rising water temperatures put additional stress on salmon. These findings highlight the urgent need for improved fishing practices to protect salmon populations in British Columbia.
SunFed cucumbers recalled due to salmonella risk. SunFed Produce has recalled fresh cucumbers sold in Canada and the United States because of potential salmonella contamination. The recall impacts several Canadian provinces, including Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and Ontario, as well as 26 states in the U.S. This action follows reports of 68 people infected with salmonella, with 18 requiring hospitalization. Consumers should check for cucumbers packaged under the SunFed brand or in generic boxes. It is crucial to avoid consuming these products and to clean any surfaces that may have come into contact with them.
Crime spree in Richmond, British Columbia. A man faces 9 charges of break and enter in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, following a crime spree that lasted 5 days from November 8 to November 12, 2023. The Richmond Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigated 9 incidents at apartment buildings in the city centre. Police are reminding residents to take safety precautions, especially during the holiday season. Suggestions include having someone check on homes and avoiding sharing vacation plans on social media. Community safety is a priority as local law enforcement works to prevent future crimes.
Woman drives vehicle into Fraser River with children. On November 29, 2024, a woman drove her vehicle into the Fraser River in Delta, British Columbia, Canada, with 2 young children inside. The Delta police received a report shortly after 9:30 a.m. Emergency responders found the vehicle stuck on the riverbank, not submerged in water. Firefighters and bystanders rushed to assist the driver and the children. The children were taken to the hospital as a precaution but appeared to be uninjured. The driver also received medical attention. The Delta police have launched an investigation into the circumstances of the incident. Witnesses with any information are urged to contact the Delta police.
Canada Post strike delays delivery of cremated remains. A family in Quebec is facing a difficult situation due to a strike by Canada Post, the National Postal Service of Canada. Emily Wallstrom's father, Dennis, passed away on October 23 in Surrey, British Columbia, from complications related to lung disease. Emily arranged for his cremated remains to be sent to her home in Ile Perrot, Quebec, for burial in Winnipeg, Manitoba. On November 12, a funeral home informed Emily that the ashes had been sent, with delivery expected on November 20. However, on November 15, about 55,000 Canada Post workers went on strike after contract negotiations stalled. This labor disruption has left the family uncertain about the whereabouts of the ashes. Canada Post has stated that all mail and parcels are secured and will be delivered once operations resume. This situation underscores the challenges families face during times of loss, especially when dealing with sensitive matters like cremated remains.
Black Friday shopping trends in Canada. This year's Black Friday shopping event in Canada has seen strong participation from consumers. By noon on Black Friday, the average shopping cart total reached $220.63 Canadian dollars, approximately $162 United States dollars. This figure marks an increase from last year's average of $172.80 Canadian dollars, or about 127 United States dollars. Major cities such as Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver are among the top locations for purchases. Popular product categories include makeup, t-shirts, skincare items, vitamins, and men's underwear. Retailers in Canada offered an average discount of 21% this year, down from 32% last year. The Retail Council of Canada expects the average shopper to spend around 972 Canadian dollars, which is about 720 United States dollars, on holiday shopping this season. This reflects an increase of 73 Canadian dollars compared to last year. The council predicts that 40% of this spending will occur on Black Friday, with another 36% expected during Cyber Monday and the following week.
Housing affordability crisis in British Columbia. In British Columbia, many residents, including 36-year-old James Morrison from New Westminster, are facing a housing affordability crisis. Rising home prices are making it tough for families to buy houses and think about having more children. The emotional and financial hurdles of planning for a second child in such an expensive market are significant. Over the last decade, housing costs have skyrocketed due to a lot of people wanting homes but not enough available. Right now, 10,000 Canadian dollars is roughly $7,400 US, raising concerns about how this will impact families and the economy in the future. Many families are feeling the pinch and delaying decisions about having children, which makes government policies aimed at improving housing affordability crucial in this challenging environment. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.